Welcome back, guys. We have coming up for you guys Justsaiyan versus Noxious. Again, it is the right on target challenge. Three classes, conquest, and you can only use cards that have a targeting feature on the card when you play it. We have the deck building session. These players are given 20 minutes, so let's get into that, and then maybe we'll talk about the players as that happens. So, just saying, one of your new teammates, Gara. What
Yep.
do you think of him?
I think he's a very well-respected player in the community. A lot of mostly pros know him. He's like always high ranked on EU and NA, like every season, and he's like one of the best patron, if not the best patron player in the world right now. Like he's
Okay.
always like top 10 legend EU and NA with patron. So very strong, very analytical player. He's
Well, we see the analytics here. He hasn't even selected a single card 3 minutes in almost.
he looks like he has a pen in his hand. Maybe he's noting, like making notes of the strong things
Hmm.
that comes to his mind. Like as you mentioned like earlier, just think about what might be strong in this format, right?
Right, right.
And when you go over the classes, then you think about mind control. Like you have to check what are the strongest minions in this. If there's no strong minion like we saw, then mind control sucks, right? If the
Yeah.
games go to fatigue, you don't need much card draw and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very interesting. You really have to think about what's good, but then you have to rise to the second level. How do I play against what's good? So that's certainly the
And
case here.
and I think Rogue might be really strong. Actually, like when you see more games and everything, how
Mhm.
everything turns out, I think Rogue has also like a lot of strong cards.
That's true. That's true. A very different approach from Noxious. Noxious, very well known for having every single variety imaginable of priest in his
Yeah.
line of experience. So we saw him break out with a priest deck basically immediately. Just so you guys know, Noxious is one of our returning finalists from Challengestone 2. He was taken out by Kalento in the final. Kalento will be joining us in Challengestone 4 unless there are future scheduling conflicts, which, these days with so many tournaments happening, maybe it wouldn't be too big of a surprise. Noxious in Challengestone 2, which was the Highlander challenge where you had to play the same class 3 times. Noxious really pushed ahead with his deck building ability with
Yep.
Priest. So we'll see if it matters this time. Priest certainly seems like a pretty strong class from what we've seen so far in the tournament.
Yeah, Noxious is definitely very creative with his deck building and has like a lot of experience with that. I'm
Yeah.
very curious about this matchup. It's like just Saints playing also is like so many different, strong, new, innovative. I get a lot of deck lists from him, like about the
Mhm.
strongest new meta deck. So he's very on top.
Well, Just Saying did start the deck building session after a pretty long review with a rogue deck. Just from glance there, the rogue deck included two saps and a gang up. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Gang Up is such an interesting card because you can also steal like a minion from your opponent,
Hmm.
which I saw it only once, and I was like, when someone used like a rogue went somewhere, it was a constructed game, and he went to fatigue, and then he used Gang Up on my Tyrion, and I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna lose this game.
Well, there's
So,
no Tyrians in this one, but
yeah,
he also includes Crazed Alchemist, which is a pretty interesting addition. I was hoping to see Crazed Alchemist in some priest decks, and we actually do see it in Noxious priest deck. That's pretty interesting. Also, there's a lot of fun cards. Rogue has the only weapon available. Out of all the weapons, the only one that has a targeting feature when played is the Perdition's Blade, and we do see that in Just Saiyans Rogue deck. So Rogue does seem a little bit like a wild card. I don't know
yeah.
if I have quite the confidence that you do, but
I don't know how good it
it's
is. I just want
interesting.
to see it. You know,
Right,
I just
right.
want to see how it will perform. Because yeah, a lot of classes look like they might, except Hunter. I have my doubts about Hunter. I don't think Hunter is so good,
All right.
but yeah, a lot of classes have like potential, like Rogue
Mhm.
or Druid or Priest. But when they like get paired against each other to see how well they actually perform, and I think Gang Up is really good though. When the games that go to fatigue, how
You
good is it
win.
in Arena? In Arena,
Yeah,
it's probably bad because
it's bad. It's really
it's
bad.
because decks, yeah, the games will not go to fatigue, but
Right.
it's different. Arena is different in this format.
Mhm. Well, the player to advance from this match here will end up playing against Lothar and his Hunter
Oh my
tomorrow.
god, I take everything back. Bane of Doom is the best card.
Bane of Doom. It is a super value card, and we've seen that everyone's got 2 health minions because basically all the 2-drop Battlecry minions are 2 or less health so far.
What
So,
what do what are your what is your opinion? What are your stats on Bane of Doom? There's very different, strong different opinions about Bane of Doom in the
well,
competitive
when
scene.
when I when I play with the card, I assess how much fun it is. So Bane of Doom is way off the charts in terms of how good it is. But in terms of effectiveness, I think it is good enough for current tournament play. And in a format that is so restrictive, which is what we're dealing with right now in Challenge Stone 3, the right on target challenge, I think it is truly exceptional. So I do share your excitement about that card.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wait, and Shadow Flame is an allowed card.
yep, because you target
That
your
is.
own minion.
Oh yeah, yeah. You really don't think about it, but man, that card is. Oh, Warlock, man, Warlock is sick.
Warlock, man, it does seem pretty sick. I did get a chance to speak to the players right after their deck building session, so we will get some of their thoughts on some of these cards and their deck choices here in a second. All right, now we are here with Justsaiyan. How do you feel? Is it the first time you've done one of these kind of tournaments?
It is, and the challenge was pretty difficult, especially for 20 minutes, I think. The minion count was not so high, so you really had to figure out what class cards really worked out with it well.
Well, you went with Rogue, Priest, and Mage.
Mhm.
Are you happy with what you ended up with your decisions on these classes?
I think it's between those three, and you could also do like Warlock, you could do Paladin, but Paladin's buffs aren't that good, and when they have like Hammer of Wrath as the only other removal without Consecrate, I don't think it's as strong. Mage is more burn spell, so like eventually it should take a game, so I decided to use Mage as the third, but Tempo Rogue seemed really intuitive, and Priest seems just like it picks up a lot of value in this format because of Valen's Chosen and the healing hero
Right.
ability, so seemed pretty good.
What do you think is your best deck? You kind of have some confidence in both Rogue and Priest.
I would say Tempo Rogue should dominate because like Perdition's Blade is pretty valuable, Backstab is really valuable, SI7 agent. Um, the Mage deck is probably the questionable one, but it has a lot of burn, so I just hope to fling some fireballs around and get him in the end.
Yeah, he'll probably get a win in there, I'd guess. Now, the Tempo Rogue does work pretty well. Frost Elemental is actually a very high tempo card. A lot of people compare it to Lotheb, and it kind of is that when they only play one big creature in one turn. But is that really the type of game you'd expect?
Um, I'd expect people to be afraid of Mage because a lot of the one drops like Voodoo Doctor, Elven Archer, everything is quite pingable in the early game. So like relying on a lot of early game pressure probably means you will eventually run out of steam, especially when people might bring Rogue and Priest. Like there's a lot of easy removal, easy heal sustain. So
Okay. I also noticed that you have a total of 5 Stormpike Commandos across your 3 decks. Now, this is a card that's
yeah.
heavily shunned by most constructed players, but in Arena, there's like a third of the cards available are worse than this guy. What's your take on this little dwarf?
I thought because you have things like Abusive Sergeant, right? And you have things like Dark Iron Dwarf. If you want to play like Blackwing Corruptor, which is arguably the best stat drop for 5, or like Ancient Brewmaster for 4, you get blown out by whatever 2 attack minion plus a buff or Stormpike Commando. So I'd rather just have ways to deal damage and piece damage together for removal than rely on having a big body and hope it sticks.
Oh, that's
Unless
very
I was
interesting.
playing Priest.
So more of a comeback mechanic rather than a win more mechanic.
Yeah, because you don't have any AoE, so just
Mhm.
relying on board control seems like the way to go in this format.
Well, that is a very interesting approach. One other question I have for you, though, has to do with the priest deck. I see that you put in 1 Temple Enforcer, but not 2. Why is that?
Um, Priest, if you're running out of tempo, the Tempo Enforcer isn't that good just as a 6/6. So
Mhm.
I want it as a 1 of as another win condition. I was thinking, do I want to run Mind Control? Do I want to run Tempo Enforcer? Do I really want to run any of the really big things? And I don't think it's that needed unless people want to play Druid, where all the buffs kind of make a big difference. But I don't think we're going to see too much Druid. So decided to go with a more tempo-based list. Like Double Cabal is a much bigger swing than
Yeah.
Tempo Enforcer, I think. So.
All right, how do you think you'll do? You'll have to go through our returning runner-up Noxious in your opening game. You feeling good about that one at least?
Noxious has had a lot of creative decks, and I trust he has really good deck building. So it'll be a tough challenge.
All right, well,
Um,
tough challenge. Hopefully, you can entertain us with some of these cool additions. I'm pretty impressed with your decks, and I think you'll do quite well. Good luck.
okay, thank you, Chris.
So Noxious, we couldn't quite schedule in Kalento in this tournament, but we got the next best thing, runner-up from Challengestone 2. How does this challenge feel compared to the last?
Honestly, like I thought the last one was a bit better for me just because nobody seemed to really know at all what to do. Like it just seemed so out of the ordinary. Whereas this time around, you do have to be, a semi-decent deck builder to get something done. And although I'm creative, I'm not really optimizing anything, so it's gonna be more fun than effective here.
More fun than effective. Well,
Yeah,
that
definitely.
sounds all right. That sounds all right. I do see that you have Corruption plus Frost Elemental Tech in your Warlock deck. How confident are you in pulling off this amazing combination of cards?
I think they're good standalone, actually. Like in that deck, it's like you can use the corruption as a siphon soul, basically. And the Frost
Yeah.
Elemental is good standalone. I mean, I think it's one of the better cards for this tournament. Actually, I'm not like for this event. I haven't really looked at everything, but it looks like it's one of the better ones.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's certainly, I mean, if it's not a card that's like top tier or even mid tier and constructed, people have just never seen it before. But
Mhm.
as far as Arena, Frost Elemental there at least is a good card. You're right
Yeah.
about that. You are running Divine Spirit in Priest, but not running Inner Fire. Any regrets? Also, Crazed Alchemist, that's another. Is that
Yeah,
yeah?
initially I had two inner fires, and then I cut them out for Crazed Alchemist because I realized I might need the 2-drop as a standalone card, or just to play around with Shrinkmeister, Cabal, Shadow Madness. Given that some people might be trying to play, funky dragon stuff with Black Wings, so I don't know. It was kind of like a last minute decision, I guess, but I hope it'll work out. Like I couldn't find any Deathlord like minion to put in, so.
Yeah. Now, you did mention that it's kind of hard to get like really strong late game creatures, but you only have one Temple Enforcer and Priest. What's the idea behind that? Why one and not two?
I was gonna play only. I was gonna play two with the Frost Elemental last second though. I kind of ended up putting it in. There was another card I ended up removing from the early game. I forget which one it was. Putting the second Shadow Madness. I figured the early game was pretty much. I think I removed the Mind Control. So the early game was like pretty much self-evident. It's just figuring out what I would put for the late game. I feel like 5-6 drops should do it. If I can get a Divine Spirit, Crazed Alchemist on just one of them. Like you don't need that much. Like you just need one hit. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, as far as the Shaman, you did slip up a little bit. You put in two Flame Tongue Totems, which unfortunately don't target anything when they're played, so you will be sporting the double Faceless. You feel that's a bad thing? I mean, you have like Windspeaker Faceless tech now, right?
yeah, I was gonna say it's really not the worst. I've seen
Yeah.
worse. It's just unfortunate because now Crazed Alchemist's value dropped tremendously because I can't just do the funky Flame Tongue play
Right.
where you just like
Right.
switch around a minion and make it higher health. That was kind of the idea initially, where I wanted to play Wind Fury with Rock Biters and Flame Tongues, but now like half of that is gone. I keep the Abusive, I keep the Dark Iron Dwarves, and I'm sure I can get a Faceless on something they play and then hex it. So it'll work out.
Now you picked some pretty strong classes. A lot of players tend to like some of the ones that you have, let's say. But were there any other classes that you were kind of on the ropes, maybe going with?
I was actually thinking of using, obviously Paladin, just because the 1/1s will carry you forward, being that there's no AoE. If you can just get them to stick, you should be doing pretty good. You've got Blessing of Wisdom, which is probably like the only card draw that exists in this format outside of Life Tap. It's
One
like
of
there's
a few,
almost none.
yeah.
Yeah, like there's almost none. And it's a bit problematic. So I figured maybe Pally would be a class to play, but I felt like playing Shaman instead. That was like my third option, really.
Okay. You feel happy with the deck? Think you're gonna take this one down? You think you're gonna do better in the tournament than last time?
I don't know. I mean, last time was really tough against Kalento. He basically turned forward like in
Yeah.
the grand finals. That was really painful. But this time around, it's more about playing optimally with a limited amount like of resources. And I think Pally overall would have probably been kind of the best choice, and I don't have it, so it might turn out to be the case that I'll just get demolished by paladins. But they don't
Well-
have consecration, so
Yeah, we'll see. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened. All of our returning winners have lost immediately in the first round. So let's hope you do a little better than that.
yeah. Let's hope I can at least win the first one against Justsaiyan. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a bit difficult, I think.
A bit difficult, but certainly doable. Let's see
Yeah.
how that rolls out. Good luck.
Thanks.
And we're back. A lot of excitement from some of these decks. What do you think about the Corruption Frost Elemental combo in Noxious Warlock deck?
I
Did
love
you think
it.
about that one?
I'm a big fan of Noxious decks. I think they're all very good. Like
They are.
man, like also cards you don't think about.
Yeah.
Noxious is a genius.
Well, let's get into the games, but for my he's playing Warlock. How about that? My thoughts are Corruption and Frost Elemental. While they're pretty cool and stuff, it seems like they're punished by the same card, which is Silence, which is obviously in some form or another in basically every deck.
Yeah, how often do you see like a silence on your own corrupted minion?
It happens. It's just you don't see the corruption to begin with most of the time.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Did-
among the other very strong Warlock spells that we already mentioned, included in Noxious deck, we also have Mortal Coil, Power Overwhelming, Dark Bomb, Shadow Bolt, Implosion is a pretty nice card I heard.
Yeah.
And Siphon Soul, while maybe not the strongest card in this type of format, it's certainly pretty good. I'd definitely rate it as not awful. And I think that's been kind of a running trend. You want to pick classes that not just have like really powerful cards, just don't have very bad ones.
Noxious can get carried by RNG here with his Bane of Doom or Implosion.
Yeah, there's certainly some demons that really push for a pretty big win. Noxious seems to be enjoying himself quite a lot without even really anything happening in the game.
But the minions suck so much. This is like...
Yeah, we'll see.
Wait, he doesn't even have many minions in this deck. He has almost
No.
no minions.
It's largely reactive, that's true, but that seems to be okay.
Yeah.
We also have to remember the Power Overwhelm Shadow Flame combo doesn't really require big minions. It's just like that Abusive Sergeant basically threatens a massive board clear right now.
It's so funny, but Bane of Doom is like his biggest min condition.
Kind of. It's true. Alright, well he goes for a very safe implosion, which is
Wow.
good. Since he got pretty screwed.
No.
Alright. Oh!
Wow,
What?
he's also like almost dead.
He is like almost dead, but
Crazy
actually
good.
with double eviscerate, he's really quite almost dead. Never mind. I was thinking like he has some comeback mechanics here, but
You forgot the Stormpike commando. How can you...
yeah,
Easy board.
there he goes with a Shadow Flame.
Easy.
Easy board clear. If Justsaiyan goes for one pretty big creature here, he's probably gonna the Siphon Soul. What a
mean
counter!
for the-
Look at that.
You mean for
What-
the
what-
tempo Stormpike commando?
What a trade! Yeah. Oh!
Wow, there you go, GG. G to the motherfucking G.
Well, he Justsaiyan can respond with the Cold Blood BGH combo.
Easiest.
Oh, that seems a little risky there.
I mean, he has like
He has
20
Owl.
odds of. Oh yeah. He has corruption as well.
I guess he does.
He might actually regret like putting corruption in his. We'll see.
All right. Well, I guess Justsaiyan just doesn't want the Cold Blood to remove the Doom Guard, but I think it's time. Yeah, he notices it. That's hilarious.
The combo.
Well, the Rogue deck is running. How many BGH? It's only got one BGH, which is pretty surprising because it's got two Cold Bloods, it's got the double Abusive, it's got the double Dark Iron.
And
You can basically BGH whatever you want.
but you can't rush Noxious down. He has so much heal. He has the defensive extras as well.
He does.
The tempo hour, easy. Not the first time we've seen that.
Well, Justsaiyan has quite a lot of damage, but it's still not enough.
Like Implosion will be so sick. There's like no bot here. You can only counter that with Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you kill all those small ones?
Just
in arena
saying,
probably in arena probably Implosion is also one of the sickest cards I can imagine.
it is, yeah. Sometimes you get like Implosion Sea Giant and you're like, where am I right now? Yeah. That's happened.
Oh man.
Okay, very good restraint to not tap from Noxious there. Another Frost Elemental, how about that? And it's gonna be another
Yeah.
soul.
But yeah, tapping is also so sick, right? You don't need any card draw. Man.
I mean, sometimes you do. We've seen some of the prior games when it goes to like turn 15 or so. Sometimes you actually do want an extra card. So I think tap is a pretty decent
Yeah,
hero.
I mean tap is good, but that's what I mean. You don't need to play
Oh
card draw
my
cards.
god, I think it's happening.
It's so crazy. The combo. He's like, huh? And he can't do anything about it.
Well, no, if Justsaiyan draws a silence, but I don't think he has any. No, he does not have a silence.
It's risky, man. Besides,
Actually, Justsaiyan's win condition is to recombobulate. Oh no, he's going with Insight and Soul. But if Noxious went with the freeze play, the recombobulator could have drawn out a Reckless Rocketeer, which would have been lethal.
Oh.
All right.
Another tempo tops to stomp high.
Haven't been that bad. I think it's good. I think it's time. I think it's time to freeze.
Oh baby.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that. Oh yeah, of course, corrupt.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
Oh man.
That was a no-brainer play.
Yeah. Now the Shiv is a great draw here. The backstab is absolutely a terrible one though. Yeah, Justsaiyan throws in the towel. He just needed some kind of card to develop board presence, otherwise he's going to continuously be losing. So yeah, I mean, it seems like the tempo idea might work, but it just kind of doesn't. Like the some of the Warlock cards just take tempo in such a big way back.
Yeah, also something you're not probably considering maybe, or something you didn't consider that, for example, Earthen Farseer is a staple card in almost every deck that you have a lot of heal. Like if you want to raise someone down, you like, yeah, maybe he thought nobody
Still
plays
taunts,
taunts.
though.
Yeah, no
still
taunts, but too much heal. Like there's no way he could have killed Noxious with the Alexstrasza double Siphon Soul.
Mhm.
Only if Noxious
true
would have
card.
misplayed, then he could have like raised him.
But that didn't happen. Noxious played quite well. He does take the first point. In the second game, though, Noxious will not be able to play the Warlock as we are playing Conquest.
But he's
in-
bringing the
right on
Shaman.
challenge.
He has the
All
Shaman.
right. Well, his Shaman deck is titled Wind Furrer. So I believe that's the Wind Speaker talking. Noxious Shaman deck was originally punished. He included two Flame Tongue Totems, which are not legal. They're actually very far from legal.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. But in any case, the Faceless doesn't seem that bad. I mean, he gets the Faceless a creature with Wind Fury, right?
Was Frostchoke the punish?
No.
Like, why would you play Frostchoke? I don't know.
I don't know. It does remove some stuff, I guess.
Alright. So, what did he get for the Flame Tongue Totem?
Here we go.
The first penalty is the double Faceless, unless you have Faceless, which he does not. So he is running two Faceless instead of two Flame Tongue Totem.
I think the Faceless is probably better than the Flame Tongue.
Not because he's running the Wind Fury cards, and you're probably going to totem a lot in this format.
His hand is good though.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now.
really good. It's just a bit slow.
I'm also not sure about the Crazed Alchemist, what process was.
Well, you can buff something with Rockbiter and like Dark Iron, and then Crazed Alchemist to actually make it into a permanent health buff. I like that. I like
Yeah.
Crazed Alchemist is. You might be surprised, but Crazed Alchemist is actually a very good arena card. It's ranked very highly.
Yeah. I liked it always in Priest. I think, yeah, it used to be very strong in Priest.
Slowpoke Commando, pretty good again. Have you been impressed with it? I mean, it's not like the best card ever, but it's not that bad, is it?
It's almost a fire elemental.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well-
he's actually considered to hex it. It was like the biggest minion he played in the rogue deck.
Yeah.
That is that actually? No, Frost Elemental is the biggest minion.
Yeah, he's got Frost Elementals, and then the Dark Irons are slightly bigger. Bigger in terms
I
of
mean-
health.
Oh man, but he has the fire elemental for it. The value. God,
Yeah.
fire elemental is the best card. When you look at all the bad minions people play.
I think playing the Crazed Alchemist before playing... No, never mind. No, I think you just wanted a 1/1 totem, and then you Crazed Alchemist your totem. I think that was it. I think now you just pass. Noxious does pass. He's not very happy, though.
Yeah, you have to play the Crest Alchemist first.
Okay, so we'll probably have a Tempo Cold Blood here.
Here we go.
That's pretty.
Oh,
Wow.
nope,
This
he
is-
does not go with Cold Blood.
Well, it enables combos, so
Yeah.
enables the SI. He has it already in his hand. He has the backstab though as well. He was like a little bit shaking his head, so he was like, maybe like when you play too fast, you sometimes just maybe
Mhm.
you should have thought about it. Fire elemental pretty sick.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna take 6 damage to face though. I mean, his deck is called Tempo. He really just wants to tempo his opponent as much as he can.
Yeah, Noxious is like, what the hell?
Alright, well, I think Nox is actually looking for a Frost Shock, if I'm not mistaken.
He is Frost Choke of his life.
Good enough! There
Yeah.
we go.
Deal 1 damage.
Okay.
He plays double lava shock as well.
I think Justsaiyan is just going to push for so much damage here. It's going to be hard for Noxious to win this one.
This is probably like the only deck we will see with double lava shock without a single overload card. In the
I
deck.
think Noxious needs to crackle. Okay, no, he doesn't crackle here. Okay, good. Oh, there we go, combo.
Oh, the combo! How could we not think about that?
All right. Well, that 8 damage is pretty far away, but I think he's going to
also one.
save the Crazed Alchemist to go through a Stone Claw Totem.
Oh yeah, it kills totems. Like in Shaman, it's pretty good.
But double crackle, that is potentially lethal. Like if he gets a spell damage totem, I think you would go for it.
Oh yeah, that's how you get spell damage in this format. Totems.
Also, Wind Speaker would be good enough.
Oh, there it comes.
I think you have to totem here. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Nope. I think that's
That's not what he
can't
wants.
happen anymore.
Easy space. I wonder, like,
Yeah.
all right.
I think the idea was hope for like 6, and if he goes 6, maybe play
Yeah,
a
but-
crackle. But he totemed anyway, right?
Yeah. So totem first, no matter what.
I get
Again,
Well,
just looking dominant.
yep, this rogue deck. Not so great so far. Noxious's last deck is Priest, man. Things are not looking good for your teammate right now.
No.
I think if there's any deck that would like completely destroy that tempo rogue, it is exactly Priest.
It's like the anti-tempo deck.
Yeah.
Double Holy Fire as well.
Yeah, it's double Holy Fire. It's double Shadow Madness. It's even got the double Death in case things get a little bit too pumped out of control. Noxious is only running the one Temple Enforcer, so it's more to punish aggressive decks. I feel like Temple Enforcer is kind of one of those like super win conditions, but it's really only effective in the slower decks. Oh, it's also running double Lighter Than Naru in Noxious deck, so again, more like bounce back.
I think this deck is pretty sick.
His deck does look
I think
sick.
Noxious decks look very good. Like overall.
They certainly do.
Not
All right,
so
let's
sure
go.
about the Frost Chucks, but yeah.
Well, It wouldn't have been useless that game. It is Rogue again. I guess Justsaiyan's thinking, well, I have to beat this priest deck with this Rogue deck somehow, so let's see it. From Noxious, probably keeping the Holy Smite is fine, as it kind of kills most 2-drops. But he does not go with that. He goes with the Shrinkmeister keep.
What is also like very interesting is like how the players prioritize certain cards. Like in the first match, we saw almost like Recombulator in every single deck, and now we haven't seen like any Recombulator so far.
Well, I don't believe there is a Recombulator in the priest deck.
Yeah,
Funny enough.
that is really interesting.
All right. Well, Justsaiyan with the ridiculous tempo play from the SI7.
Yeah.
Noxious is running double Divine Spirit, but no Inner Fire in this case.
But double pain as well, so strong.
Yeah. Alright. Justsaiyan just playing on curve. Seems to work out pretty well. Crazed Alchemist. Wait, that works! You can like Shrinkmeister and then Crazed Alchemist, make it a 1 health creature.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad play because that starts to develop the board, and you might have a target for your Velens.
Kappa.
All right. Temple Enforcer. Well, actually, if you had a target at the end of this turn, you could Velens and Divine Spirit, which would be like game ending if there wasn't a sap. See, I don't really like that too much. I guess he's planning on just playing the Velens. Actually, yeah, that's fine. That looks fine.
Not having card draw, any card draw is hurting the Rogue deck a lot so far. Like he has like great plays, great tempo plays, but like he didn't draw the Zaps in both games. But very difficult when you just have to top deck everything.
Alright. Well, the Shiv is kind of card draw. I mean, it just cycles a little bit, and the cycle is pretty good.
Here we go.
Alright, Justsaiyan using his health pool for tempo, as he has so far in the series. I think it is the way to play. It just seems that Rogue has kind of fallen a little bit short of expectations.
Yeah. I also want to see someone play Warrior. I think, yeah, because you can play like double shields and double execute should not be bad as well. Just want to see like variety.
I was surprised that Noxious didn't heal himself to make use out of that Light Warden.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because it's just dying now. Doesn't really accomplish much. Wait,
Yeah.
it does look too bad for the Rouge.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually the one with the substantial card advantage. And these Crazed Alchemists, these are working.
He's like, really? Second Crazed Alchemist? Damn lucker.
Actually, it's probably going to be a third. He's thinking if he wants to take 8 damage. I think he actually should take 8 damage.
Here we go.
And he's holding on to his health a little bit more here. He's dropping some tempo. That might not be too costly. He's still quite ahead because of his card advantage.
Let me change.
A Cabal turns things around suddenly in a big way. It's not really a creature you want to sap.
Not really. But he has no Cabal. Yeah, he's just gonna everything.
Here we
I think it's pretty decent to play the Panda, but okay. I think I just read Noxious lips. He's like, Shadow Madness, please, you know?
Oh.
Is
yeah.
it coming? No.
Nah.
That's still pretty decent, though.
Yeah.
Alright.
And again, we see the biggest problem of the priest deck so far, like the card draw, right? Like every
Right.
priest game was just basically in top deck mode. Oh, the tempo Frost Elemental.
Yeah, he can actually panda the Frost Elemental after it kills a smaller
yeah.
creature, which is pretty likely.
And he can zap it. It's like He just takes out a big creature for the
Let me
pre-turn.
change.
Yeah. Like, look at that. You kill the 4/5 for free. You panda it back and refreeze the temple. This is like a dream play.
That's super sick.
Here comes
my
the,
God.
the nightmare for
Oh
Noxious.
my god. You might concede after that.
It's looking pretty grim suddenly.
That's why the deck is called Tempo.
Alright. Shadow or Death. Not bad. That prevents a lot of damage from coming through. If Noxious can just continue stalling, the overall card quality of the Priest deck is probably enough to carry him through.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Does he run mind control? He has to. No, he doesn't have mind control in this deck.
Here we
No, he does not have mind control, but he's not really facing a big board where
Yeah,
it really
but-
matters.
But there you can see like the thinking of the players. Like he just knows there's no strong meaning to mind control.
Hmm.
So why run mind control?
He really just needs Shadow Madness. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Easy
Oh
Shadow
my
Madness
god.
of his life. Like Shadow Madness Panda is also such a sick combo.
Yeah. Just saying, still in pretty good position, but if Noxious gets like another Shadow Madness, things are gonna be over very quickly.
Yeah, it's like after the zap, like he can't kill it anymore.
Yeah, that's what he's deciding right now. He's like, do I want to sap this
Oh,
and just
man.
go for it?
But if, yeah, he can kill it, but it's like a huge investment. It gives his opponent so much time.
If Noxious gets Shadow Madness or maybe even like Holy Fire, I feel like it's really tough for the Rogue to actually finish this game.
Yeah, after Holy Fire, this doesn't look good anymore.
There's a lot of fingers on Noxious' hands. It seems there's a lot of outs that are on his mind.
Yeah, like even something small like another Naru, Light of the Naru.
All right, well, Noxious is not dead yet. Justsaiyan needs just 1 point of damage, and there's a lot of damage in his deck, so he's gonna have to brick pretty hard here to not win. Okay, well that's a brick.
What do you use it on the Stompy commander? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a no-brainer play.
I think you actually backstab here.
Most of my really?
Yes, because Noxious is gonna have to heal himself and try to deal with the board a little bit.
But what if he draws a SI7 agent?
Interesting.
Usually as a rogue player you save all those
Oh,
cards for comboing.
That is not good. Oh, it is good enough! He can Valence and then
Oh
death.
yeah! Does he see it? Yes, of course! Easy. Easiest Mal and Death play. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
And here comes the SI7, right? 100%.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious! Are you sure?
Oh,
my
no,
God,
it's enough. It's enough.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The 1 plus the
He's
2.
his top deck. He's like really the only out.
Well, I don't know if Tempo is really the name I would give this rogue. I'd call it more like Grinder / Tempo. Yeah. But, I mean, it does produce a win. I really felt like it's probably the worst matchup across Justsaiyan's decks. Justsaiyan now has his own Priest, which is very similar to the Priest of Noxious, and he has the Mage. The Mage is kind of like a wild card. I think he's one of the few players who actually tried to pick Mage. So, the Mage, we'll have to see. The Priest is going to be pretty close. I think suddenly from that very, very big game, Justsaiyan is, again in this match.
Did he get
Yep.
punished with the mage?
What do you mean?
Because he plays Voodoo Doctors.
Yeah, Voodoo Doctors, you can target stuff.
But that's not good, right? There has to be something better than this.
We'll see.
I want to see the mage, man. I want to see Voodoo Doctors.
Well, it's going to be Priest on Priest to start. I think both the players are playing very similar decks. A lot of the cards between them are the same. It's just the quantity is slightly different between them. Actually, the biggest difference is that Justsaiyan is not playing Alistraza. We'll see. Neither player with Mind Control, both players with Double Death. Justsaiyan also has one-time Stormpike Commando and one upgraded Repair Bot. I guess He didn't want to live the dream. Just needed a 5-drop in there.
Man, this might be a Resident Sleeper game.
Oh no, come on, it's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
Noxious is playing those divine spirits. If Justsaiyan doesn't get a good answer against them, it's going to work out really well. But I think if there is an answer, it's going to be like a big punish. So I think that's going to be largely the tipping point in these games.
Saiyan really likes the Stormpike Commando. Like, he even picked in his priest the Stormpike Commando over the second upgraded repair bot.
Yeah, I think it's a good card. There's so little removal, and just having those few points of damage, it's kind of a big deal.
The Tempo Shrinkmeister.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're pretty happy when you see that, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it can do so much damage with Shadow Menace and Cabal Shadow Priest in this format, especially when both players are playing very slow decks.
Yeah, right now Noxious hand looks so much stronger. Just because of the value.
Yeah. Noxious is running the double Frost Elemental. Justsaiyan is not playing Frost Elemental at all. But that Velens.
Yeah, that Valiant. Doesn't have an answer for it just yet.
No, Noxious does not have an answer yet. But he's
Oh,
able
man.
to just freeze it for now.
The freeze Valiant combo. With
Well, it's not going to work out too well. I think
No.
it's going to get death here pretty fast.
oh my god. Yeah, and even the Emperor will not survive because of the Dark Iron Dwarf or Abusive Sergeant combo.
Yeah, Noxious needs to get something a little bit stronger here than that, and he doesn't. So, yeah, suddenly things have turned around a little bit.
Yeah, the tides have turned.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It doesn't tackle the creature right away, but it's a little bit more secure. It's a little bit more greedy, but it might work pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. We know it's going to get completely destroyed.
It's greedy. Like, but it's not bad, right? He won't, if it survives, he gets the Temple Forcer and potentially even double Light of the Naru. If it would have survived, he would have probably won the game. But it didn't.
Alright.
Oh man.
Justsaiyan in a pretty good spot, if not...
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That'll do.
Yeah, but he's still in a very good spot because he can buff the 4 attack creature. And it's, like, after Holy Fire, it should be very difficult to attack, to kill it. But
Very
now...
good draw. It's just he's not developing the board much, and Noxious with double Light of the Naru, he can just keep extending this game.
He... I don't know. Like, because now he can only play 1. And it doesn't really accomplish much.
It's fine. 1 in Temple Enforcer is pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's going for it for sure. Yeah, you have to play it.
Just saying with the answer, but it is a 2-card answer. He's probably going to have to
What is he considering?
Holy Fire and Holy Smite it down. He's probably considering all the ways that he get punished, but really at the end of the day here, it's just a play you have to make.
Yeah.
Okay, wrecked. Totally,
Get
completely wrecked.
punished. Punished.
Yeah, I think that 1-5. Oh no, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for the clean sweep, and maybe hope he runs into something else that he can Cabal Shadow Priest.
There should be, like, in every deck plenty of turns. Oh man.
Yeah, you can't take the other one.
Wow, that is so strong. 4-10.
4-10. Yeah, now not having a Shrinkmeister is pretty sad, right? I mean, if you have a
Yeah.
Shrinkmeister, that's an easy pain target.
Oh man, he might even need to save the Dark Iron Dwarf.
He probably does need to.
Yeah, in case he draws death. Oh man, there's so many combos. Maybe it was a mistake to play the Shrinkmeister. Like, it is a slow-paced game. And
Oh,
you
no,
have
no,
so
no,
many
no, no,
combos.
attack! What? He could have attacked and then flipped and then stolen like a bigger creature. Oh, we just realized it. That's the. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
He could have stolen like Oh, hello.
Yeah. He could
Oh
have,
my God. He can Shadow Madness the
could have
light.
stolen the dwarf.
No, he can take the Light Warden now.
Yeah.
But can he heal anything relevant?
And then what?
Yeah.
And then what? But that board, man. You probably even have to pain the warden.
No, I think you Shadow Menace the Warden.
And then what?
Attack, heal.
Also had attack heal and then yeah, or dead. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, that's pretty good play.
I think that's the best play, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good play.
that was really good.
That's really good. Death is completely useless.
Definitely
But-
wrong hand.
Yeah. Noxious here, I think you just want to take out that 6 health guy. Like the higher health is just so important.
It's so crazy. Whenever you see someone like, whenever you think that someone is like ahead, he isn't really ahead.
Yeah.
Right. Oh baby, the top deck, and he's showing
deck
it.
start
Oh
playing
baby,
command,
this is
yeah.
top deck of his life. And now
Yeah.
he is ahead.
You can choose to play the Shrinkmeister, but it is just really valuable. I think you don't need to when you're at 27.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's
Yeah.
considering.
Also because of like all the decks that have so many combos.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, it's just too many combos in the deck. It's really cut.
Let's go for it.
And
I wonder if
just-
he's going to Shadow Word Pain or Holy Smite. I think Shadow Word Pain might be better.
really.
Yeah, I mean, what's really gonna eat Shadow Word Pain from this stage?
Yeah, like Farseers, there's a lot of targets. I think it's and also with the
Shadow.
you run
Wouldn't
strength mode.
wouldn't you want Holy Smite now?
Doesn't really do anything though.
Well, it might help you deal with that. Now you have 2 Shadow Word Pains that do nothing.
But he could draw a Shrinkmeister, second Shrinkmeister, and then he could paint.
That's true. But it is the second one that he does need to draw. I think the Crazed Alchemist first is the play.
Yeah.
Just to be able to fully heal this creature here. No?
He's saving it. I mean, you don't know what your opponent is running. He might have like
Mhm.
some fancy divine favor, divine. What is it called? Divine something with divine.
Divine Spirit.
Divine spirit combo.
Yeah. Alright, well the death does come down.
And that's crazy, right? Then you think like, yeah, now Noxious is ahead, and suddenly he's really not. Oh man.
Oh, that would be good. Oh, he can do that. He could have deathed the other creature.
Oh yeah.
He could have
That would
he
be.
just realized that. He's like, yeah, maybe I should have done that. Yeah,
That was-
could have
that was a
power
good
word
play.
shielded the 3/3, flip it, and death it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now he gets
Super punished.
uber punished.
Yeah, you gotta take it.
Let me change your mind.
Nah.
Seems like Justsaiyan is in really good shape right now. Noxious cards just really suck. He has a long way to go.
That was
I
really
guess-
good draw. And
I
if he
guess
gets
he
his
doesn't-
Cabal,
Yeah. Noxious has the Alistraza, and Justsaiyan does not. And now with deaths out of the way, I believe, I think Alistraza would be a really big draw. Ooh, almost.
yeah. But it
Almost, but not quite. He's gonna
It's
have
just
to
too
draw.
much health.
The thing that's interesting is I believe Noxious Priest deck is the first one that doesn't have Abusive Sergeant at all. Or Dark Iron. Actually doesn't have buffs.
There you go. And suddenly,
Alistraza.
yeah, suddenly the tides have turned. Wait, if he had like, if he would top deck a Crazed Alchemist, it's GG.
What?
He can just buff his Alistraza.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. But I
Killing
believe
this-
he's only. Oh, he is running 2.
Yeah, it's like lethal out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the inner fire replacement.
But he's played safe. easiest.
Well, this is fine. This makes Noxious Shadow Madness extremely powerful.
Yeah, and suddenly he's like back in the game. It's crazy.
He's got 2 deaths now.
Yeah, you have to Shadow Madness. It's just too small.
Yeah. Well, Noxious with double death and Justsaiyan with a double pain. I'd say that Noxious has the better insurance policy, right?
Yeah, especially with this draw.
Yeah. It's
At
like
least no minion.
yeah, neither player have any real minions.
It's hilarious. Oh yeah, at least I get that draw.
Okay.
It will go to fatigue for sure, man. 5 cards left.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
Vulture on nothing.
Do you do? No, dude.
No,
Ca-
you can't.
ca-
You have to say Vulcan because you Vulcan.
Oh, yeah,
He's
it's the super combo.
Super
Yeah.
combo.
That's the super wombo combo.
Alright.
Question, like,
Oh, that's a big one. But then you ruin your super combo. You just have
Do
to
you?
play it by itself. Yeah, you have to play it by itself.
no!
Super combo ruined.
Oh, the super wombo combo.
Now your Shadowward Pains are completely worthless, actually.
I don't know what I'm doing. He ruined the super wombo combo.
He can actually double Holy Smite, but I think it's better to death here.
Is it? It's his
Yeah.
last death. He can't kill a bigger minion anymore. Like, what does he kill with the smites?
There is no bigger minion in the deck.
Oh,
That's it.
Oh.
That's it. Like that's all the minions, I believe. The only minions that are left are the ones
Oh,
that smite.
he can kill this one.
You can actually buff the abusive sergeant's health with Vol'jin. You give him.
Okay. But does Noxious have creatures left?
Cards.
He's got that one that's not going to do
Like,
anything.
like the player who has more minions will actually win. Like, in,
I'm almost
Well,
like,
that Holy Smite. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, the Velens. But just saying, it's probably gonna be afraid of BGH. Like at this spot, you're like, what's the only card Noxious can have? BGH.
yeah, it's. I mean, he knows it's situational cards because like he's
Yeah.
keeping them. But what type? Like, yeah, PGH is the first one. But he has to play it. Like,
If he pulls the trigger, he's actually gonna win.
oh, but if he doesn't play the well, and he will just die to smite. He can't just like he has to play the combo.
He has to play and risk against BGH and mind control.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very likely he has it. Like,
Yeah, it is very likely.
like, like,
cards.
what do you say? Like, he's saving it though for like some combo, yeah. But what do you save it for? Like, you can't kill whatever you Vol'jin. You can't kill it. Like, you give a minion 2 health, but then.
Well, actually, just saying we'll lose at this rate because he took the first fatigue point, right?
Yeah, but he just has to play the minion.
Yeah, all he has to do is play the minion.
Like,
the
what
thing
is he afraid
in,
of?
In
Oh.
his mind, he thinks
Yeah.
if he plays the minion, he loses.
Yeah, because of mind control.
Yeah, but
He
he
has
loses.
to.
He loses no matter what, so he has to play it.
Yeah.
And because he will play it, he will actually win.
Yeah. Because he's forced to do it. He doesn't want to. He's like, are you kidding me? He has a minion.
Yeah, just saying he's gonna win.
No, yeah.
Noxious has no answer here.
It's hilarious.
Look how miserable he is.
The double pain hand beats the double death hand. And if he would have went for the double smite play, he would have won. Because he had the death of the last creature.
I don't really like Noxious just revealing what he has. I think just saying legitimately thought there was a BGH or mind control in his deck, and now he's reassured that there is not. He just saw the rest, right? So Noxious kind of gives just saying the advantage, and well, against Mage, maybe that's a pretty big deal. Just Saiyan's Mage deck, which we'll see here in a second, it does have Alistraza, it does have some pretty big creatures, and he might not be afraid to push for them in some situations, knowing there's no BGH and no Mind. That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Noxious also realized that he would have won if he would have kept the last death, because it was
Yeah.
the last creature.
Light shall bring victory.
So,
All right. Well, it is
all
mage.
right.
Voodoo
He's
Doctor
keeping the
time.
Voodoo Doctor.
Double
Oh, double!
Voodoo.
The freaking dream! Kind Voodoo Doctor into Voodoo Doctor. How can you lose?
A lot of ways.
If you lose to double Voodoo Doctor
The
tempo,
light shall burn.
I'm pretty sure that kind of affects your mental state a
state.
little bit. But he has the perfect answer.
No, it doesn't. Like, what's the perfect? It just has smite.
Smite. That's enough. One smite. Perfect answer. You don't care about the second one.
He actually doesn't care about either one, apparently.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's pretty ballsy.
Oh, wow. Does he
He's-
go for the super tempo play? There's no board clears, so
This abusive Evan Archer.
yeah.
That is the
Oh,
absolute
yeah.
dream. That's probably the sickest hand you could have of this deck. No, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know anymore. He's like, is this real life?
In the light's name.
Well, that card does pretty well with the Power Word Shield.
He's contesting the entire board.
Not quite, not quite.
You have to recombulate at the Voodoo Doctor.
Oh,
no.
that's sick.
That's crazy. The
Voodoo
optics are
Doctor
real.
again, man.
It's getting stronger. Like over time, the Voodoo Doctor gets stronger.
Yep. And actually, Shrinkmeister combos with Crazed Alchemist. It can kill a 2-attack creature.
Wow. Mind blown.
Yeah.
Science. Wow, the top decks. Voodoo Doctor
Super
value.
Voodoo Doctor value.
He's like, are you kidding me? Oh yeah. The
And
second.
not just a bit on the ropes, but if he can stabilize,
Oh man, his turn 5 play sucks. He has to do it.
there's nothing here. But if Noxious can stabilize, I feel like his deck is so much slower than Justsaiyan's that it's gonna run out of steam.
What is the 4-drop average? It's like 3-4 or something. It's not even that good.
Yeah, it's terrible. All right. Well, he's probably gonna go.
Oh,
there we
man.
Go.
But is it the best play?
Yeah, it is. It takes off so much power from the board.
You
Yeah,
can
it's
easily
power
stabilize.
gone.
Oh, the tempo is gone.
Well, no, it's not quite. I mean, just saying has a lot of direct
Oh,
in his deck.
baby.
I think he's
DPS.
gonna go for it. I think he's gonna go for a
DPS.
4-drop because if you get like a charger here, you just automatically win.
The DPS.
Now, you think you have to play the
wait.
Requad. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe just on a 2/2. Play it
Oh,
safe.
yeah. Yeah, because the
And
average.
you don't want to end turn because you might get a charger.
Oh my god!
Damage missed. Yeah.
Oh
actually,
my
he could've
God.
gone- He could have
Misplay.
gone He could have gone the totem as well as the doggy, right?
Imagine he gets punished by because of that one damage. Yeah, totem.
Well played.
All right. Is that it? Dragon's Breath is 4, 4, 3, 1. Yeah, that's it. That's lethal. Just saying it advances on the back
Easy.
of Dragon's Breath and wow. Noxious couldn't win a game with his priest at all. That's insane. I thought the chance of that was actually 0. And here we are.
Double Voodoo Doctor tempo strikes again.
Wow.
He even double heals his opponent.
Yeah.
The maximum
he did.
BM.
He did. He did. Just saying advances. He will be playing Lothar in probably tomorrow's first match, as we see there in our first semifinal. We will take a short break before going into the Fresca and Rhea match, but just some thoughts. I believe every returning finalist to Challengestone has been knocked out in the first round. I think Noxious just has continued that trend. So
Fun. Let's
fun
call it
stuff.
fun facts with Crib.
Fun facts with Chris. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a moment. Again, shout outs to the Amazon App Store, Tempostorm, and Twitch for making the event possible. If you guys want to participate in the Amazon App Store giveaway, make sure you guys check out the info in the description, along with all the other cool things involved in the tournament. Let us know what you think. Share the info. Tell everyone about the tournament. It's a great thing, and we want everyone involved. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.